Yeah. This ain't for the charts. This for the heart still healing. For the nights that felt endless. And the strength we found in every scar. I wrote these bars in a thunderstorm, with a pen dipped deep in the blood I've sworn. Mama cried cause the rent was late. Daddy left, now I carry his weight. Pain ain't pretty, but it taught me truth. Had no silver spoon, just a chipped front tooth. Every bruise is a line, every scar's a rhyme. Turn my hurt into beats, made them echo in time. These bars, built from pain. From the nights I walked alone in the rain. Every tear, every fight, every loss I claim. Now I rise, now I spit with flame. You feel that heat in my flow, that's the chain I broke. Made a weapon from the weight that they hoped would choke. Bars built from pain. Now my voice, my name remain. They said I'd never make it past the broken street lights, but I danced with demons and I lit up the nights. Heart full of ashes, but I spit like fire. Truth in my veins and a soul for hire. Wasn't born with a mic, just a will to survive. Every loss carved wisdom kept my spirit alive. I seen brothers fall, some never came back. So I rhyme for the ones who got lost in the cracks. Ink don't lie and the beat don't judge. Every verse I spit is a soul time grudge. Pain's my prophet, rhythm's my faith. I've baptized the mic in a world full of hate. These bars built from pain, from the wounds that still whisper my name. I turned sorrow to sound, broke every chain. Now I shine in the storm unashamed. This ain't just rap, it's survival mode. Every line is a life that I never sold. Bars built from pain, that's the gold in my soul they can't tame. To the broken, the unheard, the forgotten. You're not alone. These bars, they're yours too. Built from pain, made for truth.
Hear that? That's not just sirens or sneakers on pavement. That's the sound of dreams dodging shadows. The heartbeat of hope behind boarded up windows. These are the echoes of the block.
Cold wind, cracked concrete, soul in my stride. Corner store wisdom where the angels still hide. Raised on fire escapes, learn to speak with my scars. Graffiti dreams written under city stars. OGs told stories with a bottle in hand. Life ain't a promise, son, you gotta take a stand. Seen brothers fall for less, seen sisters break for more. Still we dance on the ashes, still we pray for the poor. These echoes of the block, they sing my name. From the chain link fences to the hall of shame. We rise from the silence, we bleed with pride. Got the fire of the streets burning deep inside. You feel it in the beat, that's the truth we ride. We don't just vibe, we echo the block. Ain't no lullabies, just lullabies of sirens and shots. Still I learn to rhyme in the rhythm of the pots. Mama cooks strength, Papa gone ghost. My verse became prayer when I needed it most. Lessons from dice games and late night chills. Pain made poets and hunger built skills. School couldn't teach what the corner did right, like how to fight shadows in the dead of night. I see murals of the lost in alleyway frames. Candles still flicker with forgotten names, but we write them in rhythm, preserve them in sound. Every bar I drop keeps their memory around. These echoes of the block, they speak through me. In the bass of the beat, in the bars you see. We carry the struggle, we own the flame. From the projects to pride, ain't no shame. You feel it in your bones, that's our talk. We don't just rap, we echo the block. So next time you hear a track from the gutter, don't just nod your head. That's survival, that's truth, that's legacy. That's the block talking back.
I don't want a throne, I don't need no crown, I just need a reason and enough breath to spit one more round. They chasing titles, I'm chasing breath. They want the throne, I just outrun death. Came from the cracks where the light don't gleam, but my hunger burned brighter than the king's dream. No champagne, no limos, no fake applause, just blood on my pen and truth in my flaws. Every rhyme I write's like a fist through doubt. I ain't in it for the throne, I'm just trying to climb out. No crown, just hunger, no lies, just thunder. Every line I drop is the sound of a come up. They flex for the gram, I grind in the dark. Built this flow from the pain in my heart. No jewels, no gold, just truth, just fire. This ain't fame talk, this is soul and desire. No crown, just hunger.
That's how real ones rise from under.
No crown, just hunger.
That's how real ones rise from under.
They never handed me nothing, I stole my lane. From alleyway verses to mic side pain. Every bar is a brick in the house I built, and I painted my walls with the guilt I felt. Had nights I prayed to a sky that ain't speak, till I learned silence don't mean I'm weak. Now I spit with the force of a storm caged in. They want royalty, I just wanna win. I don't dream of thrones, I dream of peace, of my people fed and the struggle released. But till then, I bleed on the mic and let the hunger drive every fight. No crown, just hunger, no throne, just truth. I spit for the young ones lost in youth. No capes, no diamonds, just dust and grit. Every verse I drop, that's survival lit. No crowns for me, no glory required, just a beat, a mic and a soul on fire. No crown, just hunger, that's the rhythm that pulled me from under. Let them wear gold.
Let them wear gold. I wear my story. Let them wear gold. I wear my story.
No crown,
Just hunger.
and that's more than enough glory.
No crown, just hunger, just hunger. I don't want a throne, I don't need no crown, I just need a reason and enough breath to spit one more round. They chasing titles, I'm chasing breath. They want the throne, I just outrun death. Came from the cracks where the light don't gleam, but my hunger burned brighter than a king's dream. No champagne, no limos, no fake applause, just blood on my pen and truth in my flaws. Every rhyme I write's like a fist through doubt. I ain't in it for the throne, I'm just trying to climb out. No crown, just hunger, no lies, just thunder. Every line I drop is the sound of a come up. They flex for the gram, I grind in the dark. Built this flow from the pain in my heart. No jewels, no gold, just truth, just fire. This ain't fame talk, this is soul and desire. No crown, just hunger. That's how real ones rise from under. They never handed me nothing, I stole my lane. From alleyway verses to mic side pain. Every bar is a brick in the house I built, and I painted my walls with the guilt I felt. Had nights I prayed to a sky that ain't speak, till I learned silence don't mean I'm weak. Now I spit with the force of a storm caged in. They want royalty, I just wanna win. I don't dream of thrones, I dream of peace, of my people fed in the struggle released. But till then, I bleed on the mic and let the hunger drive every fight. No crown, just hunger, no throne, just truth. I spit for the young ones lost in youth. No capes, no diamonds, just dust and grit. Every verse I drop, that's survival lit. No crowns for me, no glory required, just a beat, a mic and a soul on fire. No crown, just hunger, that's the rhythm that pulled me from under. Just a road and I know it's what it grab for raw, but I have enough flesh, still a far from calm.
This ain't just about flexing. This about the corners that raised us, the verses that saved us, the heartbeats. We almost lost, I came from blocks where the lights flicker slow, where the pain don't talk, but it always shows. Hood dreams in a broken frame, trying to write hope in a world that forgot my name. Mama prayed while the gunshots rang. Papa gone, but the streets still sang. Learn to rhyme with my back to the wall. Taught to love hard cause we got nothing at all. These are hood verses and heartbeats. Bars born from cracked concrete. We bled on the page just to breathe. Wrote love in the pain we can't leave. Ain't no diamonds here, just scars. But we shine in the rhythm of bars. Hood verses and heartbeats. It's where my truth starts. Every heartbeat's a drum line from back alleys, where we ciphered under moonlight in lost valleys. I seen brothers write peace while the world burned. Turn pain into power with every turn. Love don't come easy in a city this cold, but we find it in hugs and food, in souls we hold each other like verses in time. We the poets of pain with rhythm that climbs. You hear that? That's not just bass, that's my uncle's laugh, my sister's tears, my homie's last breath echoing in my ears. That's everything we lost and lived, still beating, still rhyming, still here. These are hood verses and heartbeats, stories buried deep in these streets. We rap not to flex but to heal, to say I'm alive and this is real. Ain't no throne, just a block. Ain't no fame, just a shock. But we shine with these heartbeats in the dark. So if you ever wonder what a heartbeat sounds like, listen to the verse, not the charts, the hurt, the hood. That's where the real music starts.
Sometimes I don't drive forward to escape. I drive forward just to leave the past behind. But the voices don't fade, they ride with me in my rear view. I see ghosts in the glass when I glance behind. Old friends, old pain, still trapped in time. Every mile I ride, I'm just dodging shame, trying to bury my sins, but they call my name. I remember Jay died on a Sunday night. Now I pray with the wheel grip tight. Mama's voice still echoes in my head like loops. Son, your scars don't make you the truth. I lost love, I ain't earned, burned bridges too fast. Now I measure my steps by the weight of the past. No GPS for the roads I chose, just a heart full of silence and a trunk full of ghosts. Voices in my rear view, they don't let go. Every shadow I pass got a story to show. I'm driving through pain on a highway of scars, but I carry their names in every bar. They talk when it's quiet, whisper when I steer, telling me truths I don't wanna hear. These voices in my rear view, still closer than they appear. I hear Deshaun say don't trust too quick, and my ex yell, you ain't built for this. Used to chase dreams down with a bottle of rage. Now I write them slow on a beat like a page. Ain't no map for this kind of drive, just trauma in the glove box trying to survive. Seatbelt on but my mind's still crashing. Tires rolling but my heart's still thrashing. I see signs but they ain't road signs, they remind us of lives I left behind. Took wrong turns but I learned how to heal. Now I rhyme what I feel just to keep it real. They say objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. So are regrets, so are dreams you didn't chase, so are voices of the dead you never got to replace. Voices in my rear view calling me back from the corners, the nights, the lines I cracked. I'm cruising through pain, but I ain't lost course. I'm driven by love and a little remorse. They talk when I'm silent, cry when I sleep, telling me secrets I still keep deep. These voices in my rear view, still closer than they appear. Escape the past by outrunning it. You carry it, feel it, and then you rhyme it till it stops screaming.
Flex in silence. Yeah. I don't need applause when I step in the room. My presence already loud, let the silence boom. No stunts, no stage, just soul and defiance. Let them talk, I just flex in silence. I move like shadows but shine like dawn. They post their wins, I build mine long. No need to boast when the work speaks clear. Diamonds don't talk but they shine for years. They chase hype, I craft legacy. While they scream for the crowd, I speak destiny. I ain't loud, I'm layered like verses in pain. Every move I make got storm in the vein. I flex in silence, move with grace. Let the world guess what's behind this face. No chains, no need to shine too bright. I glow in the dark, don't need your light. Quiet winds, loud heart, pure balance. No noise, just truth, just talent. I don't boast, don't beg for guidance. I just grind, evolve, and flex in silence. Let them judge what they see. I'm deeper than most. While they talk, I toast. The ghosts I outgrow. Success ain't a flex if it's built on show. But if it's rooted in pain, that's the glow. I got scars I don't post, wins I don't tweet. Lessons I wear in the cut of my beat. They yelling, I'm chill, still stacking in peace. You ain't gotta scream when your soul got heat. Flex ain't about gold, it's about growth. Flex ain't about sound, it's about stillness in the chaos. I don't shout, I echo. Flex in silence, move with pride. Earn my stripes, I don't need to hide. No flash, no front, just truth, no violence. Real ones feel it when I flex in silence. No throne, no crown, just defiance. I speak in beats, I breathe resilience. I don't chase cloud or fake alliance. I just rise and flex in silence. Let them watch, let them wonder. This ain't for the gram, this for the ones who know. Flex in silence.
Are y'all rhyming redemption? Yeah, I ain't perfect, I ain't holy, but every line I spit is a step toward redemption. This mic, my mirror, these rhymes, my resurrection. Used to run from the pain, now I rhyme through the flames. Put guilt in a verse, let it walk without shame. I was raised where the halos rust, where trust get buried in the back of a bus. I seen friends fall for sins, I repeat. Told myself I'd change, still danced in the heat. But I found my pen when I lost my way, and I bled truth in every beat I play. This ain't for fame, it's for peace of mind. For the days I was blind and the nights I lied. Now I build from scars, spit from my tension. Welcome to the war between rhyme and redemption. This is rhyme and redemption. Truth in the sound, picking up the pieces I left on the ground. I ain't saved, but I'm healing with every bar. Turn my guilt into gold, now I shine with the scars. No preacher, no savior, just a voice with a mission. Every lyric I drop is a form of forgiveness. This is rhyme and redemption. My soul's transmission. Yeah. Got sins I ain't proud of, pain I still hide, but the mic don't judge, so I let it collide. Every beat is a prayer, every hook is a plea. Trying to write the man I still hope to be. I used to fight the world with my ego high. Now I fight myself when the mirror don't lie. I ain't clean, but I'm honest, that's more than most. Still haunted by verses of the people I ghost, but I rhyme for the chance to rewrite my name, to spark a light in someone feeling the same. Cause if music can save me from my own reflection, then maybe these rhymes are my redemption. Not every rapper flexes cars and chains. Some of us flex our past just to break the pain. This ain't glory, this is grace earned in rain. Yeah, this is rhyme and redemption. Bars from the soul, every verse I drop another crack made whole. I ain't perfect, but I rise with the rhythm. Turn my pain into hope, and the mic is my prism. This is rhyme and redemption. No filter, just wisdom. So if you ask what saved me, it wasn't luck, it wasn't love. It was this mic and the rhymes that forgave me.
Hey yo, this ain't church music, but it's sacred where I come from. Concrete prayers, alleyway sermons. It's the gospel of the streets. I ain't preaching in robes, I'm teaching in kicks. Turn pain into verses, made blessings from bricks. Mama lit candles while I lit the flame of a voice too loud to ever die in shame. Bible in my left, mic in my right. Fought demons at dusk, wrote scriptures at night. They judge from the pews, but we pray from the block, where the sermons are shouted from tenement tops. Tears in my pad, but my bars bring light, cause hope got a rhythm and it hits just right. This for the lost ones who move with fire, who got no choir, just pain and desire. We rise from the pain, we bleed with the beat. Turn sin into scripture in these city streets. Ain't no saints, but we still believe. This is gospel for the ones who grieve. I spit from the gravel, truth from the womb. Got angels that walk through this inner city tune. You hear choirs and chords, I hear them in cries, and gunshots that echo through midnight skies. Salvation ain't sold, it's earned in the fight. When you battle your demons in broad daylight. My faith ain't clean, but it's real, no doubt. I talk to God when the lights go out. No steeple, just stilly resolve in the pen. No hymns, just hustlers trying to win. If heaven got a mic, I spit one more verse till the block turns blessed, then we lift that curse. This for the sinners with soul, for the gangster with guilt, for the hustler with heart, for the kid with a dream built on broken cement. And this for the sinners with soul, for the gangster with guilt, for the hustler with heart, for the kid with a dream built on broken cement. We rise from the pain, we bleed with the beat. Turn sin into scripture in these city streets. Ain't no saints, but we still believe. This is gospel for those who never leave. You ain't gotta wear white to speak truth. Sometimes the realest prayers come from a hoodie and scuffed up shoes. This is street gospel, and I'm just a preacher with a pen. Every step I take, got ghosts in my laces, smoke in my soul. Ashes on my Jordans. But I'm still walking. I got ashes on my Jordans, pain in my stride, footprints marked by the friends who died.
Every corner got a name I can't erase. Every pair I wear been touched by a face. Stepped through fire, never came out clean. These creases tell stories you ain't never seen. Blood on the curb, tears in the wind, and these kicks been places I won't go again. But the streets took chunks that I can't control. They flex for the gram, I flex for the graves. For the nights I survive, for the names I say. Ashes on my Jordans, burned by the past. Still I walk, though nothing ever lasts. Scars on my heart, pain in these streets, but I lace them up strong, I don't accept defeat. Every step's a prayer, every soul's a song, carried by the ones who've been gone too long. Ashes on my Jordans, but I'm moving on. Yeah. I ran from the smoke, but it found my shoes. Left prints in the mud where I pay my dues. Ain't no clean path when you come from pain. Just cracked pavement and a soul full of rain. I seen dreams fade like tags on walls, and hope fall quiet when the reaper calls. But I kept marching with the weight on my back. Turned lost in the rhythm, turned grief into rap. This ain't fashion, these kicks got cost. Each stain, each burn is a friend I lost. So don't judge my drip if you don't know my miles. I'm walking through memories and buried trials. They see the shoes, but not the funeral smoke. Not the nights I cried in silence or the dreams that choked. Every soul got a story, mine still burning. Ashes on my Jordans, fire in my path. Still I walk through aftermath. Lost some brothers, lost my peace, but I stand in the flames, never on my knees. Ashes on my Jordans, stories in the dust. I walk for the fallen, I walk for us. Ashes on my Jordans, but still I trust. If I stop walking, they die again. So I walk with ashes on my Jordans and the names in my pen.
Gold chains, heavy names. Gold chains shine, but they don't tell you how heavy they feel in names. Some ain't just labels, they're lifelines or tombstones. Yeah. Gold chains on my chest, looking like I made it, but the pressure on my soul still underrated. Every name they chant got a ghost attached. Every smile I fake hides a deeper scratch. I walk through the fame with my head held low, cause the ones who died for this, they never got to glow. Got plaques on the wall, still pain in my brain. They see diamonds, I see the rain. They want the crown, I carry the flame. Of the ones who bled out for the family name. I don't wear this chain just to flex or stunt. It's a weight, it's a cross, it's a vow up front. Gold chains, heavy names. I shine through tears, I dance through pain. This fame ain't free, it's built on loss. Every win I got came with a cost. They see flash, but I see flames. They hear cheers, I hear names. Gold chains, heavy names. This ain't fashion, this is flame. Uncle wore a chain like mine, died broken proud. Told me don't let the fame ever drown you loud. But I almost did, trying to chase they praise, till I saw my reflection in the smoky haze. Now I rock what I earn, but I speak what I feel. No cap in my lines, every word is real. I see homies die for a name they ain't live, and kids wear gold just to feel like they give. Legacy's a burden when your roots run deep, when your last name echoes in the nights you can't sleep. This ice don't heal, but it chills my chest. Highs a heartbreak, I ain't confessed. They think the chain is just gold, but they don't feel the weight of every name it represents. Every brother gone, every promise kept, every silence I scream through still hanging on my neck. Gold chains, heavy names. I wear my past like a flame, shining bright, but not for fame. I carry the love, I carry
walks with their names. So if you see me glowing, just know it ain't just sights, it's everything I lost, everything I fight for. Gold chains, heavy names, and I still stand.
Truth under the 808. You hear that bass? It ain't just bumping. It's saying things I never could. I buried my truth under the 808. Now press play. I put my secrets in the baseline, let the 808 cry, let the beat talk, cause my voice too shy. They hear a banger, I hear a breakdown. I've been writing silence in the background. This ain't flex, it's confession and rhythm. I'm mass pen with snares, but I'm still in the system. Lost too many to the streets and doubt. Now I speak to survive, not just to shout. Mama working doubles, bills on the floor. I turn my hunger into metaphors, but this hunger ain't cool, it's cold and real. These bars ain't gold, they wounds that heal. Truth under the 808. I bleed through every sound you play, they just vibe. I relive my days, put my scars in the bass, let it wave. This ain't just a beat, it's what I can't say. Every kick drums where my fears lay. Truth under the 808, and I pray it don't fade away. It don't fade away. Truth under the 808, it don't fade away. I seen homies ride for clout, die for likes, while I write eulogies in lonely nights. I ain't here to flex, chains I don't wear, I'm here to tell the truth. Most won't dare, behind the auto-tune, behind the stacks of kids like me, trying to bring on facts. No silver spoons, no industry ties, just a beat and a dream that refuses to die. I used to scream in rooms that didn't hear, now I speak in beats and they all cheer. Funny how pain turned into a track, and all I lost found its way back. I ain't trying to be loud, I'm trying to be heard. There's a difference, so if you're really listening, don't just nod your head. Feel the silence in the drop. It's me, still breathing through the bass. And still breathing through the bass. Truth under the 808. Where my past and my present way. I write what I can't erase. Let the load shake what I can't face. This ain't just rap, this is my escape. This is prayer in 808. Truth under the 808. Don't let it fade. If I stop the beat, would they still hear me? Would they still know me? Or is all my truth still buried under the 808? 808. Under the 808.
My life ain't freestyle, it's written in pain. Every line carved from nights I never wanna relive. This ain't fiction, it's scripted in struggle, yeah. My story ain't gilded in gold. This page is torn, but it's real, it's bold. Every bar I spit been lived, not learned. I earned every scar that the system burned. Came from a block with no lullabies, just sirens and dreams that vaporize. Pops was gone, mom played both roles. We ate our faith, wore secondhand goals. Teacher said I'd fade like chalk and rain. Now my words paint murals of pain. This pen ain't a flex, it's a weapon, a shield. Wrote verses in war, now the truth gets healed. I was scripted in struggle, born of the fight. Made of dark days and sleepless nights. Every lyric a lifeline I had to juggle. I ain't freestyle living, I was scripted in struggle. No ghostwriter here, this ink is mine. Straight from the wounds I left behind, so when I rise I don't stumble. I'm the author of scars, scripted in struggle. This ain't rap for the playlist flash. It's for the kid with a dream and a bus pass. It's for the ones who sleep to the sound of fights.
who hold their breath through the longest nights. I ain't come up clean, I came up cracked, with friends and graves and time I can't get back. So when I spit, it's not just rhyme, it's therapy dropping in double time. They glamorize pain, I humanize truth, put real in the rhythm for the restless youth. I ain't asked for the crown, I just want a chance to break the cycle, to rewrite the dance. See, some of us ain't freestyle rappers, we're survival poets. We don't make bars, we break chains with them. This pen was my only way, out. I was scripted in struggle, inked in the fear, but every page brought purpose near. They see rap, I see redemption's puzzle. I ain't just rhyming, I was scripted in struggle. Lines ain't lies, they truth in disguise. Born in the fire, I don't apologize. No filters, no fumble, this is soul in the beat. Scripted in struggle, hey. If you feel this, you've been there too. Your life ain't random, it's written in resilience, scripted in struggle. That's where the real stories come from. Yeah. Yeah. My story in spray paint. Yeah. This ain't just color, it's memory, it's rebellion, it's a voice that don't need permission. I ain't write it in ink, I sprayed it in truth. This is my story in spray paint. I ain't on your TV, I ain't on your charts, but I'm on the wall behind your favorite mart, with a can in my hand and pain in my chest. I painted my truth where the silence rests. No canvas, no stage, just brick and fear. Wrote my name in colors they tried to smear. They called it vandalism, I called it survival. Each tag a verse from a holy rival. My block don't got galleries, just rusted trains, but every stroke I drop soaked in rain. It's trauma in neon, hope in the chrome. Told the system you forgot me, now I'm home. My story's in spray paint, wild and true, in reds that scream and blacks that bruise. It don't rhyme perfect, it don't play safe. It bleeds from the cracks in a city-shaped cage. I ain't got books, I got bricks with names. I ain't write poems, I let flames stain claims. My truth's not clean, but it won't fade faint. This is me, my story in spray paint. Tagging on rooftops with cops down below. One eye on escape, one eye on my soul. Each letter's a life they don't dare teach. Each line's a cry they won't let me preach. I painted my brother's name the day he died, in big bold strokes till the paint ran dry. I ain't cry in church, I cried on the wall, where no one judged and the bricks heard all. They say that's illegal, I say that's art, where the pain lives loud and the silence starts. I ain't Banksy, I'm broken, I'm flame. I'm just a kid trying to outlive his name. Some write history in textbooks, others leave it on tunnels, trains, and street light posts. If no one gave you a mic, pick up a can, spray a truth. My story's in spray paint, raw and wide, in rooftop corners where the lost ones hide, in burnt out alleys, in forgotten lanes where color tells what the heart explains. No stage lights, just moonlight stains. No applause, just street name fame. If you pass by and feel that weight, that's me, my story in spray paint. Not everyone gets to speak on the mic, but some of us, we speak on walls, in color, in grief, in truth. That's my voice, in spray paint. Yeah.
Yeah. It's past midnight. The city's sleeping, but we wide awake, spitting fire in a circle. No lights, no mics, just dreams in a cipher. This ain't just rap, it's late night cipher dreams. Yeah, we gather round the block like a sacred rite. Hoodies on, minds lit in the cold street light. No stage, no fame, just passion and pens. Trying to turn corner bars into global trends. Beatbox from a mouth, rhyme from the soul. Truth in the flow, that's the cypher's goal. Young king spitting pain like it's prophecy. We ain't got much, but we got honesty. Dreams louder than sirens, hopes in the loop. We ain't in the charts, but we legends to the group. Each bar brick, we building our path. Taught to spit truth while the world just laugh. Late night cypher dreams spitting neath the stars. Trading verses for hope, turning pain into bars. No cameras, no deals, just a fire in our flames. We were broke but alive with cypher dreams. Sidewalk sermons and rhythm and schemes. Built our futures with nothing but 16s. Still remember those nights so clean. We were hungry and high off cypher dreams. Sidewalk sermons and rhythm and schemes. Built our futures with nothing but 16s. Still remember those nights so clean. We were hungry and high off cypher dreams. Passed the beat like a torch in the coldest wind. We ain't know much, just knew we had to win. One take, no cuts, hearts on the sleeve. Mic imaginary, but the fire don't leave. I seen cats drop rhymes like they bleed truth. Tales of survival from abandoned youth. One said this rap gon' save my soul. Another said it's the only thing I hold. Every freestyle was a lifeline thrown. Every missed word still felt like home. We ain't write rhymes, we lived them raw. Cypher dreams on concrete law. It was never about who was best. It was about who was real. Who could turn a broken home into poetry. Who could make pain rhyme. That's what the cypher taught us. Sidewalk sermons and rhythm and schemes. Built our futures with nothing but 16s. Still remember those nights so clean. We were hungry and high off cypher dreams. Sidewalk sermons and rhythm and schemes. Built our futures with nothing but 16s. Still remember those nights so clean. We were hungry and high off cypher dreams. No crowns, no gold, just verses and themes. Spoke our truth with no in between. If you ever felt the hunger, you know what this means. We were raised by cypher dreams. Still hear the echoes in that alleyway breeze. Still chase the fire that lived in those frees. We ain't sleep, we believe. Late night cypher dreams. Forever.
Start taping. Spin a record, you won't hear hits, you'll hear heartbreaks, memories, every scratch, every drop, a tear I never got to cry.
This is tears on the turntable.
Drop the needle on the past, it came back loud. Old beat playing like a thundercloud. I ain't crying years, but the bass hit right, and memories poured under faded light. Mama's voice in the Marvin Gaye groove. Lost love humming in the slow soul move. Ain't no therapist here, just a dusty sound. But it held my grief when no one else was around. Turntable spinning like time rewind. Back to pain I left behind. Each crackle a whisper from days I miss. Each chorus a goodbye I never kissed. There's tears on the turntable, love in the dust. Spinning my scars till they fade or rust. This needle don't judge, it just plays my truth. From heartbreak lullabies to shattered youth.
Vinyl crying what I can't say. Let the records weep while I press play.
Yeah.
Tears on the turntable.
Still echo today. She left to the sound of a slow jam fade. I kept the track, but not what we made. Now every Sunday I replay that song, trying to forgive where I went wrong. My pop said real men don't cry, he lied. Cause the first time I wept, that beat never died. Some pain don't need words, just chords and space. And the turntable spinning in a sacred place. I learned that soul don't come from the fame. It comes from the records that whisper your name. From slow jam memories and vinyl regret. From the needle that plays what we try to forget. Music don't fix everything, but it speaks for the silence. When I couldn't scream, the turntable did it for me.
Tears on the turntable, caught in the groove of everything I lost and couldn't move. Spinning my truth through dusty skies, letting the records bleed where my courage hides. This ain't just sound, it's soul and ache, a rhythm that heals every time I break. Tears on the turntable, let it spin for my sake. Some cry in silence, I cry in rhythm. Some hide their pain, I let it spin. One more time. Tears on the turntable.
Yeah. Let's go. They call them kings cause they shine in gold. But what about the ones who lead through storms? No crown, no robe, just pain and purpose. This is king without a throne. I walk like a king, but my shoes got holes. Built an empire from broken goals. No castle, no court, just streets in flame. But I still hold my head like I own this game. I fed those who starved while I skipped my meals. Gave hope to the lost when I couldn't feel. Never wore jewels, but I carried the weight of a kingdom invisible, guarded by fate. They don't see the crown cause it ain't on my head. It's stitched in my scars, it's the tears I shed. Led with my heart while the world threw stones. This is royalty earned, a king without a throne. I'm a king without a throne, no diamonds, no zone. But I built this pain in the flesh and bone. No robe on my back, no empire I own. But I reign in truth when I stand alone. No praise, no seat made of stone. But I rise every time I'm overthrown. I ain't crowned, but I'm known. I'm a king without a throne. I don't need titles to speak my reign. My worth ain't weighed in material gain. I rule with love, I fight with grace. Put loyalty first in a world full of fate. I've seen thrones fall to lies and greed, but I plant roots where my people bleed. Kings in chains taught me how to lead, to bleed with the poor and never concede. They call it weakness, I call it soul. To carry your people and never fold. So don't look for a crown when I'm in this zone. I govern in silence, a king on his own. You don't need a crown to change lives. You don't need gold to be priceless. If you protect, uplift, and fight, you're already royalty. Even if they never clap, even if they never see it. I'm a king without a throne, built in the fire, rising from ashes, heart full of wire. No castle, no knights, just honor I've shown. And a soul too deep to ever be cloned. No cheers, no sword, no royal tone. But I lead with my scars and call it home. No palace, just backbone. Still a king without a throne. So if you feel unseen, but you still stand tall, if you lead in silence and catch them when they fall, then you already know you're a king, even without the throne.
No silver spoon, no handouts, just hunger, hustle, and heart. This is how we made it, from grit to glory. Came from the gutter where the light don't shine. Dreams in the mud, but I called them mine. Used to run from pain, now I run this race. Turned every bruise into bars with grace. They said I break, I became the mold. Took every no and turned it to gold. Pockets was empty, but the mind was rich. Started with nothing, now I flip that switch. No coach, no plan, just nights in the cold. With beats in my chest and truth in my soul. Now I spit what I live, no fame, just story. And every line screams from grit to glory. From grit to glory, from pain to pride. From broke down nights to this kingdom I ride. They saw the dirt, I saw the rise. Built this life with fire in my eyes. From grit to glory, from scars to flame. From nothing but hunger to earning my name. I didn't just survive, I rewrote the story. Now they chant my name. From grit to glory. Oh, 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 oh.
cried in the booth, lost some real ones, but I kept the truth. Every L I took taught me to lead. Now I plant power where they planted greed. Never needed a crown to know I'm royal. I'm proof that pressure can burst something loyal. These verses are bricks, these rhymes are tools. Built a mansion of fire from the edge of the rules. Used to eat out with a side of pain. Now the world's my table, I toast with gain. Ain't about luck, it's the path I tore. One step, one scar, one dream and more. They'll see the shine, but never the shadow. They'll hear the glory, but never the gravel. But I remember, and I carry it all, proud. From grit to glory, from dust to flame, from nothing but hope to a household name. I took the fall, then built my flight. Turned darkest nights into age light. From grit to glory, from doubt to fame. I rose from the ashes, now I own my name. No luck, no fairy tale, just guts and glory. This is my true grit to glory. From grit to glory. So if you're still in the struggle, don't fold. Let the grit shape you, 'cause one day they'll sing your glory.
Sometimes I write to silence, sometimes I rhyme just to feel these ain't just words, they're echoes, verses from the void. I've been floating in a space where the light don't reach, where the echoes of regret start to preach and teach. I talk to myself like I'm 2 steps gone, like I'm here in the flesh but my soul moved on. Blank stares, dark days, hope on freeze, writing prayers in a notebook no one reads. I used to dream loud, now I whisper fate, feeling trapped in a mind I can't navigate. Clock keeps ticking but my will feels stuck. Every win feels hollow, every love feels luck. So I rhyme not to shine but to simply survive. Each bar a lifeline to keep me alive. These are verses from the void, from the place I hide, where the world can't see what I feel inside. No spotlight, no fame, just truth and pain. I write from the dark so I don't go insane. These are verses from the void, where my thoughts bleed real, where silence screams louder than any deal. If you feel lost, broken, or destroyed, no, you ain't alone. These are verses from the void. I've walked through nights with no stars above, where hugs felt distant and faith wore gloves. Depression ain't drama, it's a daily climb, and some of us survive by writing in rhyme. Told my mirror don't lie, just reflect me clean, but all I saw was a ghost in a human routine. I laughed in the day, then I cried through the chorus. My pen knows more than the world ever noticed, but I kept going with a mic in my hand. Built bridges with bars they don't understand. If these lines can speak what you can't voice, then I wrote them for us, not for noise. If you ever sat in silence and heard your own doubts get louder, if you ever smiled with a storm in your chest, these verses were carved in your shadow too. These are verses from the void, where the heart don't lie, where the pen's the last thing before goodbye. No filters, no mask, just pain turned art, just broken souls making music from the dark. These are verses from the void, but they still shine, carved in hurt but designed to climb. You ain't alone, feel the beat, feel the voice. This is our truth, verses from the void. So if you hear this and it hits too close, that's not weakness, that's proof that you're still here, still breathing, still writing. Verses from the void.
I was born in the beat. Born in the beat.
I wasn't born with the riches, I was born with the rhythm. I didn't grow in safety, I grew in sound. I was raised in the silence, but I was born in the beat. Yeah, I ain't come from a throne or a gated dream, just bass lines booming in a broken scene. Mama worked late, Pops was gone, so I found my peace in a rap and a song. First mic I grabbed was a busted phone, but I spit like the world was my battle zone. No mentors, just mixtapes in the heat. My roots run deep, I was born in the bed. Street symphony in my headphones tight. Freestyle wars under neon light. I ain't just rap, I am the sound. Built from silence where truth is found. I was born in the beat, made in the drop. Raised by the rhythm when the world forgot. No silver, no crown, just rhyme and heat. I found my voice where the bass line speaks. No stage, no fame, but my soul felt free. I ain't choose this life, it chose me. Every bar, every word, every scar so deep. Yeah, I was born in the beat. I came up where the sirens played, where kids chose rhyme over throwing grenades, where pain turned poet and bars built grace, where a verse hit harder than a fist to the face. I ain't glamorized struggle, I just spit what's real. Turn hunger into cadence, scars into skill. Dropped out of hope, but I climbed on a track, and the mic never judged when the world turned its back. So I speak for the voiceless, stand for the lost. Every beat I bleed's what the silence caused. You hear flex, I hear freedom's feet, stepping loud through the dark, cause I'm born in the beat. I ain't here for clout, I'm here for healing, for the ones who found a reason to live in lyrics, to breathe in bass, to be reborn in the beat. I was born in the beat. Built from soul, carved from rhythm, where stories unfold. No path, no plan, just hard on repeat. And the will to rise with the heat of the street. From shadows I climb, from silence I speak. My crown ain't gold, it's the strength in my speech. Every step, every scar, every dream on repeat. You already know, I was born in the beat. So if you ever felt the world forget you, let the beat remember, you ain't lost, you're just becoming born in the pain, born in rhythm, born in the beat.
You ever just stand there under the hood lights, not the spotlight, not the limelight, but that dim street glow, where you still hear heartbeats, even when the world goes cold. Yeah. Another night, another corner with a story untold, where pain walks free and the dreams grow old. Kids with futures written in chalk and chain, trying to smile through hunger, through trauma, through rain. Old heads preach wisdom by the liquor store, while the young ones run, thinking life is war. But in the shadows, I still hear sound, like hearts that refuse to stay underground. The hood light flickers, but it ain't just gloom. It's love in the dark, it's a flower in bloom. Mama praying hard with her eyes closed tight, while her son freestyles just to feel right.
These are heartbeats in the hood lights, pulsing the pain rhythm in the fight. We survive by the beat when the hope runs dry.
Still breathing in silence, still reaching for sky. From the block to the blues, from the fear to the flight, you can hear us alive.
These are heartbeats in the hood lights.
Got dreams on layaway, rent past due, but I still write bars like they might come true. Seen homies lost to the still in the cell, seen angels fall with no chance to yell. But I spit for the babies with chalk on their shoes, for the girl on the bus still singing the blues, for the boy with a beat and a cracked screen phone who thinks every verse is a prayer alone. Not all kings wear gold, some just grind, some build empires in the back of their mind. So when you see that glow on the street past night, that ain't just danger, that's a heartbeat in the hood.
Heartbeats in the hood lights.
You don't hear silence here, you hear survival. Every flicker, every footstep, every breath, that's rhythm, that's life. Still loud in the low places,
These are heartbeats in the hood lights,
where love still lives under siren nights, where we sing with no mic, fight with no fame, but we carry our stories in rhythm and flame. No crowns, no stage, but we shine so bright, cause we still here, still moving.
these are heartbeats in the hood lights.
So if you ever feel forgotten, just stand still, listen close, you'll hear us, you'll hear you. Heartbeats in the hood lights.